Shalom, 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 everybody. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. What up? What up with y'all? Happy Sabbath, man. I know it's been a minute. I've been down and out. Oh, my boys was gone. I've been feeling bad and feeling funny. No jokes. But it is the Sabbath. We have another one. We are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. And it's time to do what we got to do. Since it's the Sabbath, let's go ahead and read. You know, you have all that you need to succeed. You have breath to breathe. So you might as well show some reverence and some respect and open up your Bible and read. And that's what we're about to do. We're about to open up our Bibles and read the book. We're going to start off in the book of Nehemiah, man. We're going to get a couple of chapters in the book of Nehemiah. We're going to get us a couple of chapters in the book of Nehemiah, maybe about 5. Maybe about 5. 5 to 6. It's 3 pages. 5 to 6. 5 to 6. We might read 6. 6 chapters. We're gonna try. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what it holds, man. 6 chapters. 6 chapters. Whew. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I read. A minute. What y'all got going today? What do y'all have going on this Sabbath? Before I open, I'm just trying to take care of this right quick before we read. I was supposed to get up this morning to read in Nehemiah is what I was supposed to do, but I didn't do that this morning. I was bullshitting. There we go. I was trying to make sure everything was working right on the live. Yeah. All right. Let's get it. Oh, man. Let's blow this trumpet out. Let's go ahead and blow up this trumpet for the Sabbath, for the Most High. You know, I bet they blew them horns so wonderfully back in the day, man. In the Bible days and back in the days, man, I bet them horns was wonderful. The Sabbath, man. 6 days you should do all your work. 7th day he rested. And that's what we're going to do. We rested, but let's go ahead and get it. So the book of Nehemiah, no matter what you believe in, you know, whatever your belief is, all of the different religions and beliefs have their own book, their own structure, their own belief system. Make sure you're reading your books. Make sure you know your belief system. Make sure you know what you are following. Don't just wait and depend on other people to tell you and talk to you. You have to read it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Learn it for yourself. Practice it yourself. Before we get into it, let's go to the books of the Bible. The books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, which is what we're about to start reading, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, 1 Esdras, 2 Esdras, Tobit, Judith, the rest of Esther, the Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiasticus, Baruch, the History of Susanna, The Song of the Three Holy Children, the history of Susanna, the destruction of Bel and the dragon, the prayer of Manasseh, First Maccabees, Second Maccabees, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, First Corinthians, Second Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, First Thessalonians, Second Thessalonians, First Timothy, Second Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, First Peter, Second Peter, First John, Second John, Third John, Jude, and Revelations. The books of the Bible. This is the milk. It's the milk. It's the milk. Some of the first things that you should know or learn when you open your Bible. Now let's get into Mr. Nehemiah, a prophet. What did Mr. Nehemiah have going on in his time? Let's see. Nehemiah, the preface. About a century after the return from exile, a high official of the king of Persia, Nehemiah, heard distressing news from Jerusalem. The struggling community of the returned Jews was being harassed by local enemies, and Nehemiah secured permission from the king to do what he could to establish this community more firmly. Now, armed with this royal authority, Nehemiah persuaded the Jews to put up the wall around Jerusalem and clear away the rubble and designate families to live there. And Nehemiah then called a solemn assembly, in which the scribe Ezra read the book of the law and the people vowed to obey the covenant faithfully. And that's what we're about to do. We are about to read the book of the law. Now, when the things are read, I don't know how many of y'all are going to Ezra read the book of the law and the people vowed to obey the covenant faithfully. I don't know how many people are going to do that. But you should take the time to read and understand that you may be making some mistakes. You may be going down the wrong road. You may need to turn around and make some adjustments, some detours. But what do you have to use that as a roadmap? What is your GPS? And the scripture should be your GPS. The highlight of the book of Nehemiah is the reading of the law by Ezra. And Christians as well should show a continuing willingness to be instructed from the scriptures, which I think a lot don't want to do. But let's get into it. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 1, Nehemiah prays for Israel. Now the words of Nehemiah and son of Hakaliah, and it came to pass in the month of Chislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Shushan the palace, that Hanani, one of my brethren, came, he and certain men of Judah. And I asked them concerning the Jews that had escaped, which were left of the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. And they said unto me, the remnant of that are left of the captivity, there in the province, are in great affliction and reproach. And the wall of Jerusalem also is broken down, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. And it came to pass, when I heard these words, that I sat down and wept, and mourned certain days, and fasted, and prayed before the God of heaven, and said, I beseech thee, O Lord God of heaven, the great and terrible God, that keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandments. Definitely some keys. He do shit for those that do what they supposed to do. Just like a child, you do what you're supposed to do, you can expect certain things. Protections, advice, a certain understanding, a certain mercy, a certain leeway. Let thine ear now be attentive, and thine eyes open, that they mayest hear the prayer of the servant which I pray before thee now, day and night, for the children of Israel, thy servants, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against thee. Both I and my father's house have sinned, and we have dealt very corruptly against thee, and have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the judgments which thou commandedst thy servant Moses. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandedest thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations. But if ye turn unto me, and keep my commandments, and do them, though they were of you cast out unto the uttermost part of the heaven, yet will I gather them from thence, and will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there. Now these are thy servants and thy people, whom thou hast redeemed by thy great power and by thy strong hand. O Lord, I beseech thee, let now thy ear be attentive to the prayer of thy servant, and to the prayer of thy servants, who desire to fear the name and prosper. And I pray thee, thy servant this day, and grant him mercy in the sight of this man, for I was the king's cupbearer. Chapter 2, Nehemiah's request. Remember, I beseech thee. And it came to pass in the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes the king, that wine was before him. And I took up the wine and gave up it unto the king. And now I had not been before time sad in his presence. And wherefore the king said unto me, why is thy countenance sad, and seeing thou art not sick? And this is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was very sore afraid, and said unto the king, let the king live forever. And why should not my countenance be sad, when the city, the place of my fathers, the sepulchres, lieth waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? Then the king said unto me, for what dost thou make request? So I prayed to the God of heaven, and I said unto the king, if it please the king, and if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldest send me unto Judah, unto the city of my father's sepulchres, that I may build it. And the king said unto me, the queen also sitting by him, for how long shall the journey be? And when wilt thou return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. And moreover, I said unto the king, if I please the king, let letters be given me to the governors beyond the river, that they may convoy me over till I come into Judah. And the letter unto Asaph, the keepers of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the palace, which appertain to the house, and for the wall of the city, and for the house that I shall enter, and for the house that I shall enter into. And the king granted me, according to the good hand of my God upon me. Nehemiah's inspection of the walls. Now then I came to the governors beyond the river, and gave them the king's letter. Now the king had sent captains of the army and horsemen with me. When Sanballat, the Horonite, and Tobiah, the servant, the Ammonite, heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly, that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. So I came to Jerusalem and was there 3 days. And I arose in the night, and I saw few men with me, neither told I any man that what my God had put in my heart to do at Jerusalem, and neither was there any beast with me, and save the beast that I rode upon. And I went out by night, and by the gate of the valley, and even before the dragon well, and to put the dung port, and viewed the wall of Jerusalem, which were broken down, and the gates thereof were consumed with fire. And then I went on to the gate of the fountain, and to the king's pool, but there was no place for the beast that was under me to pass. And then went I up into the night by the brook, and viewed the wall, and turned back, and entered by the gate and the valley, and was so returned. And the rulers knew not whither I went, and what I did, and neither had I as yet told it to the Jews, nor to the priests, nor to the nobles, and nor to the rulers, and nor to the rest that did the work. Then said I unto them, ye see the distress that we are in, and how Jerusalem lieth waste, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. Come, and let us build up the wall of Jerusalem, that we be no more at reproach. Then I told them of the hand of my God, which was good upon me, as also the king's words that he had spoken unto me. And that they said, let us rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for this good work. But when Sanballat, the Horonite, and Tobiah, the servant, the Ammonite, and Geshem, the Arabian, heard it, they laughed us to scorn and despised us and said, what is this thing that ye do? Will ye rebel against the king? And then answered I them and said unto them, the God of heaven, he will prosper us. And therefore we, his servants, will arise and build. But ye have no portion, nor right, nor memorial in Jerusalem. Chapter 3, the rebuilding begun. Now, Eliashib, the high priest, he rose up with his brethren and priests, and they builded the sheep gate, they sanctified it, and they set up the doors of it, and even unto the tower of May, they sanctified it, and unto the tower of Hananiel. And next unto him builded the men of Jericho, and next to them builded Zechariah, the son of Imri. But the fish gate did the sons of Hassanah build, and who also laid the beams thereof, and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. And next unto them repaired Meremoth, the son of Urijah, the son of Koz. And next unto them repaired Meshullam, the son of Berechiah, the son of Meshuzabel. And the next unto them repaired Zadok, the son of Baanah. And next unto them the Tekoites repaired, but their nobles put not their necks to the work of their Lord. And moreover, the old gate repaired Jehoiada, the son of Paseah, and Meshullam, the son of Besadiah. And they laid the beams thereof, and set up the doors thereof, and the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. And next unto them repaired Melatiah, the Gibeonite, and Jabin, the Morathite, and the men of Gideon, and the Mespah, unto the throne of the governor on this side of the river. And next unto him repaired Uzziel, the son of Herahiah, the goldsmiths. And next unto him also repaired Hananiah, the son of one of the apothecaries, and they fortified Jerusalem unto the broad wall. And next unto them repaired Raphiah, the son of Hur, the ruler of half the part of Jerusalem. And next unto them repaired Jedediah, the son of Haramoth, even over against his house. And next unto him repaired Hattush, the son of Hashabaniah, and Malchijah, the son of Harim, and Hashub, the son of Pahath Moab, and repaired the other piece, and the tower of the furnaces. And next unto him repaired Shullam, the son of Halohesh, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem, and his daughters. And the valley gate repaired Hanun, and the inhabitants of Zanoah. And they built it, and set up the doors thereof, and the locks thereof, and the bars thereof, and 1,000 cubits on the wall unto the dung gate. But the dung gate repaired Malchi, the son of Rechab, the ruler of part of Beth Hakoram, and he built it, and set up the doors thereof, and the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. But the gate of the fountain repaired Shullam, the son of Kolhaz, the ruler of the part of Mizpah, and he built it, and covered it, and set up the doors thereof, and the wall of the pool of Siloah, but by the king's garden, and unto the stairs that go down to the city of David. And after him repaired Nehemiah, the son of Asbuk, the ruler of the half part against the sepulchres of David, and to the pool that was made, and unto the house of the mighty. And after him repaired the Levites, Rehum, the son of Bani, and next unto him repaired Hashabiah. Next unto him the ruler of half part of Kaliah in his part, And after him repaired their brethren Bavai, the son of Henadad, the ruler of the half part of Keilah. And the next to him repaired Ezer, the son of Jeshua, the ruler of Mizpah, another piece over against the going up of the armory at the turning of the wall. And after him Baruch, the son of Zabbai, earnestly repaired the other piece, from the turning of the wall unto the door of the house of Elishib and the high priest. And after him repaired Meremoth, the son of Erijah, the son of Koz, another piece, from the door of the house of Eliashib, even to the end of the house of Eliashib. And after him repaired the priest, the men of the plain. And after him repaired Benjamin and Hishab over against the house. After him repaired Azariah, the son of Mahiasiah, the son of Ananiah, by his house. And after him repaired Benui, the son of Henadad, another piece from the house of Azariah, unto the turning of the wall, and even into the corner. Now Palel, the son of Uzziah, over against the turning of the wall and to the tower which lieth out from the king's high house, that was by the court of the prison. And after him Pedaiah, the son of Parosh. And moreover, the Nethinims dwelt in the Ophel unto the place over against the water gate towards the east, and the tower that lieth out. And after them the Tekoites repaired another piece over against the great tower that lieth out, and even unto the wall of Ophel. For above the horse gate repaired the priest, and over against his house, and everyone over against his house. And after him repaired Hananiah, the son of Shelemiah, and Hanun, the sixth son of Zalaph, another piece. And after him repaired Meshullam, the son of Berechiah, over against his chamber. After him repaired Melchiah, the goldsmith's son, unto the place of the Nethinims, and in the merchants over against the market of the gate Mifkib. There's a lot of repairing going on. And to the going up of the corner, and between the going up of the corners unto the sheep gates repaired the goldsmiths and the merchants. So I guess everybody repaired, everybody who had something, a piece of the wall that was connected or by their house, repaired their stuff or repaired what was near to them. Defense against the conspiracy. How many people gonna come together today and do shit like that? Fix the broken down stuff that need to be fixed. At that time, Jerusalem was a fixer-upper. How many people gonna put their hand to the plow? Their hands to the plow to rebuild. To rebuild what was once broken down, what was once burnt down, what was once cast to the foot to be trodden down by Gentiles. Who is going to fix it? Chapter 4, defense against conspiracy. But it came to pass that when Sanballat heard that we builded the wall, he was wroth and took great indignation and mocked the Jews. And he spake before his brethren and the army of Samaria and said, what do these feeble Jews? And will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? And will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burned? And now Tobiah the Ammonite was by him. And he said, even that which they build, if a fox go up, he shall even break down their stone walls. Hear, O our God, for we are despised, and turn their reproach upon their own head, and give them for a prey in the land of captivity, and cover not their iniquity, and let not their sin be blotted out from before thee. for they have provoked thee to anger before the builders. So built we the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had a mind to work. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up, and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth, and conspired all of them together to come and to fight against Jerusalem and to hinder it. But nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our God, and set a watch against them day and night because of them. And Judah said, the strength of the bearers of burdens is decayed, and there is much rubbish, so that we are not able to build the wall. And our adversaries said that they shall not know, neither see, till we come in the midst among them, and slay them, and cause the work to cease. And it came to pass that when the Jews which dwelt by them came, they said unto us 10 times, for all these places whence ye shall return unto us, they will be upon you. And therefore said I in the lower places beyond the walls, and on the high places, and even set the people after their families with their swords, their spears, and their bows. And I looked and rose up and said unto the nobles, and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, and be not ye afraid of them, and remember the Lord, which is great and terrible, and fight for your brethren, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your houses. And it came to pass that when our enemies heard that it was known unto us, and God had brought their counsels to naught, that we returned all of us to the wall, every one unto his work. And it came to pass from that time forth that the half of my servants wrought in the work, and the other half of them held both the spears and the shields and the bows and the harborgians. How do I pronounce that word? H-A-B. H-A-B-E-R-G-E-O-N-S. Harborgians. Let's look it up. H-A-B-E-R. Haberdashery. In Old English, a harborgian, I want to see how I pronounce it. How do you pronounce it? There we go. Habergeon. A sleeveless coat of mail or scale armor. Habergeon in the Bible, it is probably a coat of mail. A revised version from the pointed shaft in Exodus 22 and 32 and Exodus 39 and 23. It denotes a military garment, strongly and thickly woven and covered with mail round the neck and breast. Well, they was ready for war. They was ready for battle. And the other half of them held both the spear and the shields and the bow, and the Habergeons, and the rulers were behind all the house of Judah. And they which builded on the wall, and they that bear burdens with those that laid it, every one with one of his hands wrought in the work, and with the other hand held the weapon. For the builders, every one had his sword girded by his side, and so builded. And he that sounded the trumpet was by me. And he that sounded the trumpet was by me. And I said unto the nobles, and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, The work is great and large, and we are separated upon the wall, one far from another. And in what place, therefore, ye hear the sound of the trumpet, resort ye thither unto us. So when you hear that trumpet, bring your ass on. Them people coming, bring your ass on when you hear that trumpet. Bring your ass on. Thither unto us, our God shall fight for us. So we labored in the work, and half of them held the spears from the rising of the morning till the stars appeared. And likewise, at the same time said I unto the people, let every one with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, that in the night they may be a guard to us, and labor on the day. So neither I, nor my brethren, nor my servants, nor the men of the guard which followed me, none of us put off our clothes, saving that every one put them off for washing. Chapter 5, poverty and famine. Two more chapters, chapter 5 and chapter 6 left. Chapter 5 and chapter 6 left. We'll stop there. Poverty and famine, chapter 5. And there was a great cry of the people and of their wives against their brethren, the Jews. For there were that said, we are sons and our daughters are many, therefore we take up corn for them, and that they may eat and live. And some also there were that said, we have mortgaged our lands, vineyards, and houses, that we might buy corn because of the dearth. And there were also that said, we have borrowed money for the king's tribute, and that upon our land and vineyards. Yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children. And lo, we bring into bondage our sons and our daughters to be servants, and some of our daughters are brought unto bondage already, and neither is it in our power to redeem them. For other men have our lands and vineyards. Let me mark that. There's no power in our hands to redeem them. And I was very angry when I heard their cry and these words. Then I consulted with myself, and I rebuked the nobles and the rulers, and said unto them, ye exact usury, every one of his brother. And I set a great assembly against them. And I said unto them, we, after our ability, have redeemed our brethren the Jews, and which were sold unto the heathen. And will ye even sell your brethren? Or shall they be sold unto us? And then held they their peace, and found nothing to answer. And also I said, it is not good that ye do. Ought ye not to walk in the fear of our God because of the reproach of the heathen, our enemies? I likewise, and my brethren, and my servants, might exact of them money and corn. And I pray you, let us leave off this usury. Restore, I pray you, to them, even this day, their lands, their vineyards, their olive yards, and their houses. Also, the 100th part of the money, and of the corn, the wine, and the oil, that ye exact of them. And then said they, we will restore them, and will require nothing of them. And so will we do as they saith. And then I called the priests and took an oath of them, and they should do according to this promise. Also I shook my lap and said, so God shake out every man from his house and from his labor, that performeth not this promise. Even thus be he shaken out and emptied. And all the congregation said, Amen, and praised the Lord. And the people did according to this promise. And moreover, for the time that I was appointed to be their governor in the land of Judah, from the 20th year even unto the 30th year of Artaxerxes the king, that is 12 years, I and my brethren have not eaten the bread of the governor, but the former governors that had been before me were chargeable unto the people, and had taken of them bread and wine, and besides 40 shekels of silver. Yea, even their servants bear rule over the people. But so did not I, because of the fear of God. And yea, also I continued in the work of this wall, and neither brought we any land, and all my servants were gathered thither unto the work. Moreover, there were at my table 150 of the Jews and rulers, and besides those that came unto us from among the heathen that are about us. Now that which was prepared for me daily was 1 ox and 6 choice sheep. Also, die, bitch. My bad. Now that which was prepared for me daily was 1 ox and 6 choice sheep. Also fowls were prepared for me, and once in 10 days stores of all sorts of wine. And yet for all this required not I the bread of the governor, because the bondage was heavy upon this people. And think upon me, my God, for good, according to all that I have done for this people. Chapter 6, the last chapter. False rumors about Nehemiah. I always thought Nehemiah was a prophet. It talks about him being a governor. Now it came to pass when Sanballat and Tobiah and Geshem the Arabian and the rest of our enemies heard that I had builded the wall, and that there was no breach left therein, though at that time I had not set up the doors upon the gates. And that Sanballat and Geshem sent unto me, saying, Come, let us meet together in some one of the villages in the plain of Ono. But they thought to do me mischief. And I sent messengers unto them, saying, I am doing a great work, so that I cannot come down. And why should the work cease whilst I leave it, and come down to you? And yet they sent unto me 4 times after this sort, and I answered them after the same manner. And then sent Sanballat his servant unto me in like manner the 5th time, with an open letter in his hand, and wherein was written, It is reported among the heathen, and Gashma saith it, that thou and the Jews think to rebel, for which cause thou buildest the wall, that thou mayest be their king according to these words. And thou hast also appointed prophets to preach of thee at Jerusalem, saying, There is a king in Judah, and now shall it be reported to the king according to these words. Come now, therefore, and let us take counsel together. And then I sent unto him, saying, There are no such things done as thou sayest, but thou fiendest them out of thine own heart. For they all made us afraid, saying, Their hand shall be weakened from their work, that it be not done. And now, therefore, O God, strengthen my hands. Afterwards I came unto the house of Shemaiah, the son of Delaiah, the son of Mehetabeel, who was shut up, and he said, Let us meet together, and in the house of God with the temple, and let us shut the doors of the temple, for they will come to slay thee. And yea, in the night will they come to slay thee. And I said, Should such a man as I flee? And who is there that, being as I am, would go into the temple to save his life? I will not go in. And lo, I perceived that God had not sent him, but not that he pronounced this prophecy against me. For Tobiah and Sanballat had hired him, and therefore was he hired, that I should be afraid to do so, and sin, and that they might have matter for an evil report, that they might reproach me. And my God, think that thou upon Tobiah and Sanballat according to these their works, and on the prophetess Noadiah and the rest of the prophets, that would have put me in fear. Building of the walls finished. So the wall was finished in the 20th and 5th day of the month of Elul, in 52 days. And it came to pass that when all our enemies heard thereof, and all the heathen that were about us saw these things, they were much cast down in their own eyes, for they perceived that this work was wrought of our God. And moreover, in these days, the nobles of Judah sent many letters unto Tobiah, and the letters of Tobiah came unto them. Boy, it was running that phone bill up. For there were many in Judah sworn unto him, because he was the son-in-law of Shechaniah, the son of Arah, the son of Johaniah, and had taken the daughters of Meshullam, the son of Berechiah. And also they reported his good deeds before me, and uttered my words to him. And Tobiah sent letters to put me in fear. Pooh-wee. Hey, and that was chapters. Hey, we're going to stop there. We're going to stop at chapter 7. It's about to go through some names in chapter 7. I can tell you that. 7, 8. Let me mark that right quick. Hold on. Chapter 7. We still got chapter 7, chapter 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 7, 8. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I'm going to stop there. We'll stop at chapter 7. I should read chapter 7. One, 2, 3. See, Nehemiah only has 13 chapters. So next Sabbath, when we come back next Sabbath, Lord willing, oh shit, I'm not going to be here next Sabbath. I won't be here next Sabbath. I got to go get my boys. But when I come back for the next Sabbath reading, we'll go ahead and finish off the book of Nehemiah, or we'll be able to finish off the book of Nehemiah, especially since it only has 13 chapters. So these last 7 chapters shouldn't be nothing to run through. But the names, man, we're going to deal with some names here in chapter 7. There's going to be a bunch of names in chapter 7. So I'm going to ask y'all to bear with me. I'm going to need y'all to bear with me as we go through about 73 verses of names. 73 verses of names in chapter 7, and then it'll get back to the story coming in chapter 8. More names in chapter 10, and more names in chapter 12. There's about to be some stuff going down. But if you take the time to read for yourself, you can figure out what's going down. Sometimes that's all it takes, is a little patience, a little time in your leisure time when you're not doing nothing. Instead of being maybe on Facebook, Instagram, Even on here on YouTube, man, you could get yourself, get your Bible, get whatever book you follow, and read for yourself. Get a little bit in, just a little bit. A little bit is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. But you have to put in the work. And sometimes that's the problem. A lot of times that's the problem. We don't want to put in the work. We don't want to put in the work in certain places, whether that be into a relationship, your religion, your finances, your personal life. A lot of people just don't want to put in the work, including me at times. I fall short. I fall victim of that. Sometimes I get lazy. Sometimes I might be in a funky state of mind. I know I've been in a funky state of mind since my boy's been gone for the little 5 weeks. Man, my mind has been off. But, at some point you have to shake back. At some point you have to shake back. At some point you have to buckle down and do the things you have to do, because sometimes that's the only thing that's going to help pull you through. It's finishing what you started. Be right when others trying to be wrong to you. It is easier said than done, but it's still something we need to shoot for. How are we going to better ourselves? How will you better yourself? I have to better myself. You have breath to breathe. I have breath to breathe. We have all we need to succeed. How are you going to succeed? Succeed in little. Work your way up to succeeding in big. You might look up and be surprised. But we read, 46 minutes. We read about 46 minutes today straight. It was straight. I didn't chop up a lot of stuff. We had one word to look up. Habergean, a coat of mail. I wish I knew what some of these names meant. But, hey, we'll have to check it out another time. This has been the Sabbath reading, everybody. I hope that everybody has a wonderful rest of your Sabbath as it continues to wind down. Today is a day of rest. No buying, no selling, no cooking, no working of any kind. Unless it's an emergency. Help your will you not help your neighbor get his ox out the ditch? Today should be a day you sit back and reflect, a day you relax, a day you rest, a day that you bring your family together. Should be a joyous occasion, a happy Sabbath. I know it's not always that. I know sometimes you have other issues that may dwell upon your mind and maybe clog up your thought process, or even hinder you from being joyous in the occasion of being able to celebrate a Sabbath when many don't have the opportunity to. So many people didn't wake up. So many people don't have breath to breathe today. So many people can't think. They can't even read. They can't pray. They can't say thank you. They can't ask for forgiveness. But as long as you have breath to breathe, you have the ability to do many of those things. Many of them. So you should take your time. Take advantage of the time you had. Take advantage of the time you have. You should have took advantage of the time you had. But if the mistakes was making, you still have time, as long as you have breath to breathe, to rectify the situation and rectify your mistakes. Don't make excuses. Be a better you. Be a better you as I continue to build and try to be a better me and work my way through my issues and my problems the same way we all have to. So give it up for the Most High. All praises go to him. We here. You listening to me? Hey, you listen to other people? You here. Take your time. Be better. Learn more. Do better. Apply better. Open your book and read. See what it is and what it ain't, and what you can and what you can't. And make sure you're doing what you can. Don't do what you can't. And find out what it is so you can do that, and don't do what you ain't supposed to do. like when my boys be here. I miss them being here. I like when they blow the trumpets in unison. I get 2 trumpets blown at the same time. Man, I can only imagine what if about 100 of them. 100 blown at the same time. Oh, it would sound beautiful. Beautiful. But we need to keep going. So I blow up the trumpet to be remembered. I blow up the trumpet to give praise and honor to the Most High. Remembrance of our forefathers and the things that they did in times aforetime. So that way we may learn from the things that were written down, what we can and can't do, and how we can fare better in the times we live in now. One day I'm going to be awesome at playing this shit. One day. But until then. And I hope you enjoyed the Sabbath reading today. We're going to try to pick back up. Yeah, I've been enough time on me being sluggish and bullshitting with the readings. Enough time on me moping around and feeling bad. So let's get back to reading. That was the Sabbath class for today, or the Sabbath reading for today. We'll try to come back later on tonight. We'll see. We'll try to pick back up all the readings. We have Rise and Scripts, where we got to pick back up in the Book of Enoch. We'll pick back up in the Book of Enoch for Rise and Scripts, and we should be able to finish this week. We should be able to finish this week before the boys come home. And we also have to pick back up in Africans in colonial Louisiana, which we should be doing soon as well. And we're almost done to that. We're almost to the end of this book as well. So let's try to make a big push. This last week. Let's try to make a big push. So we can get these books done and start on the new ones. And keep the process of growing going. Yeah, all it's going to do is take a little time, man. Let's grow. Let's be better. Let's find better ways. Let's apply them to our lives. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a better you. It just takes some work. It's just going to take some work. Let's do it. Let's hop to it. Happy Sabbath, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell your people, man, Shalom out here reading shit. We trying to learn some shit. We trying to be better at some shit. Man, we out here. I'm out here. And I'm going to be out here. So come on and be out here with me, man. Let's do something. Let's learn something. Let's grow something. Let's shoot something and kill something and cook something. Let's do something. Happy Sabbath, everybody. Get at me. I'm Shalom. I'm out here. Shalom out.